All right, check out this holding tank. We're back at the 1963 Barth with Richard. You guys remember him from the first video. And a lot of stuff has changed inside here, so let's take a look. Oh, you got a new step.
Step has been replaced, yes.
Oh, wow. Would you have some damage up here in the roof?
Yes, this had something hit it. I'm assuming a tree limb. This was an outside piece that was actually crushed across there, and it crushed this bar that actually connects the walls to the ceiling, which would have been on the outside like that.
So that's this piece here?
That's this piece here.
Okay, and then the curved piece is what went on the outside.
On the outside.
Okay.
Of course, if you remember from the last one, there was a wall went right across here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to re-look at that video to see what this thing looked like.
Which this beam right here came out of right there, which was crushed against the wall. It actually went that way. And
wow.
These beams here, this one was good. I straightened what I could. This beam was gone, and you can see there's still a little crush on that, but I can fix that. And this beam here was crushed.
Wow, you had to do a whole lot of structural stuff to this. Oh yeah, and you got the rivets. They look like they were ground down.
Yeah, no, this is a countersunk rivet, which is this right here.
Oh, so it's a special rivet.
It's like a countersunk screw, and that's what they used here and here when they attached this, so that the paneling would lay flush and it wouldn't have a bulge in it. But that's one right there. That was the rivet that held the paneling. This paneling was riveted on from the factory.
No screws. Riveted.
No screws. It was all done with rivets back then.
Wow, this thing's amazing. Now this is the service coming in. You got extension cord plugged in there. So you're just going to convert that to a regular...
I'll convert that to a 30 amp. Yeah.
Right, all right. And then have your plug on the correct side. Now, how are you going to fix like all these? This was, I remember, look, a little cut in here. How are you going to patch that? So
that I don't know just yet, because you can't really fix stuff like that. Sometimes it may get a plate over it, which will be seen, but there's not a lot I can do with it.
Last time I was in Camping World, they got like these fake vents you stick on there to cover them, but I mean, it's going to look kind of goofy.
Of course, that was somebody else's idea there of a fix.
Patch, yeah.
Some of these kind of things, I'll just put a rivet in them.
Oh, okay, rivet them.
Yeah. And this, I may just make a plate for it.
Yeah, I can see your plastic up there where you're working on the roof. For how old it is, it's actually pretty clean.
It's not that bad a shape.
So the branch came through and just went right across.
Yep.
Wow.
I'm assuming that's what it was. I mean...
Well, what else would fall from the sky and land on it?
Exactly. You know?
A meteor. I just realized that hatch isn't centered. And
this is something that you don't see unless you go back to the older Airstreams and stuff. The roof hatch, which is actually HEHR, which is actually your window manufacturers still today. Most all your camper windows are made by HEHR.
Oh, really?
Yep, they sure are.
They're still in business.
Your camper will have HEHR windows in it.
Pretty cool. Now, what do these things do?
Oh, it's like raised and lowered it. It would have been on the roof. And with these, you could raise the back up this way, or you could raise the front up that way, or you could raise both of them up at the same time.
Well, you can't do that on modern day ones.
Modern day ones, they only raise, one way.
Yeah. Unless you put the hatch in backwards.
Exactly.
It looks like it's got a bunch of hail damage on it or something.
And yeah, it's, you gotta remember, it's 50 plus years old, so but the ones today are plastic, and that would have been destroyed.
Oh, totally. It would have been. To dent that's pretty thick aluminum. All right, check out this holding tank. It's fiberglass.
It is fiberglass, and it actually, the toilet flange was
That's a toilet flange?
was steel, which was in here, and they actually fiberglass in here and here, threaded fittings, so that'll screw into it. You can see right there where they did it from the back side before they did the tank. And
I just can't believe it's fiberglass.
Yeah, and the way it was, it had a piece of 3/4 plywood on top of it, and then that was actually your step into the shower. And then, of course, this is where your blade valve went.
Oh, for your drain.
The drain, which I'll have to show you that because it was really kind of unique. I haven't decided yet whether I'll keep this or go to the modern holding tank. It'll all depend on how difficult it is to find the correct parts for it.
I see the kitchen sink.
This I know was not, because I don't even think they had soap dispensers back then.
It's even undercoated.
It's undercoated for sound deadening.
This is really thick.
And of course you don't see copper nothing anymore.
Yeah. It's got the brass drain tube.
And then you know, there was the fittings, and this is original. And this will go back in. It's in really good shape. It'll clean up. Now this...
What is that?
This is the shower pan, which I found most amazing myself because it's dirty, but it's porcelain covered steel. Just
Oh,
like,
it sure is.
just like the pot your grandma would have cooked in back in the day. And then this drain, I don't even know where to go about finding that, but that would have been the P-trap for the shower,
That's amazing.
which was,
Oh, it's all rusted out inside.
yeah, it's pretty shot. But the shower pan is very unique, so it'll definitely go back in.
That's cool.
The shower walls were actually all pink aluminum.
It was actually aluminum in
It
there?
was actually aluminum, yes. That's a piece of it. I still have all the rest of it now. Of course, that will not go back in, of course.
Right, that's pretty mangled.
Because the sink was pink, if you remember from the earlier video.
I don't know. I'm going to have to rewatch that video.
The bathroom vanity sink was pink. But you can see even for trim, you know, they used metal trim.
Oh, yeah, it's a piece of aluminum.
Yeah, everything is aluminum on the trim, even for the paneling where the two panels go together.
Right.
It's all aluminum.
Oh, those are your trims, right?
For the windows.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's what the inside window trim is, and it's all aluminum.
It's aluminum?
It's all aluminum, yeah.
Wow. And I guess it's painted it or what?
It was probably anodized back in the day.
Okay.
Today you don't even have window trim. You just have a plate that sandwiches the window inside the trailer to the trailer wall.
I like looking at all this stuff because you don't see this stuff anymore.
No, them days are pretty much gone. Let me see if there's anything cool. And you remember the old water pump, or air pump, I should say.
Oh, yeah, that's the air compressor.
That was the old air compressor, which actually, believe it or not, does still work. That was the shower faucet. That is solid brass.
Oh, man. That thing weighs like 6 or 7 pounds.
But you can see where it froze and split.
Oh, yeah, sure can.
Yeah.
Where it's bulged out there.
But that was the actual shower valve.
You think you can get a cartridge for it?
Yeah.
You definitely got a lot of work ahead of you. And your foot's in a boot.
And yeah, Thursday at work, we dropped a brake drum on our toe and broke our toe. When you're doing brake work, wear steel-toed shoes.
There you go, lesson learned. That's what mounted on the bottom of the fiberglass tank.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Which is, of course, it's no good, but...
Right.
But yeah, that fitting even has a part number on it, which naturally is nowhere to be found in today's world. But
right, it's got extra. What are these? Are other?
Well,
pipes?
that was the kitchen sink, and that was the bathroom sink.
Oh, okay.
And then that hung down flat, and then that's where your hose went.
The drain hose to go to.
Yeah, the one you have that normally
twists on it. What? You only had one tank in there then?
Yeah, just one tank. And this was actually this actually goes underneath.
Oh, that was your door.
And that was the door to access your hose. So it would have went in there like that.
Well, I can tell you, I've never seen that before.
I have not either, and I've been around these things a long time.
Probably can't get any parts for that at all.
Yeah.
So it's been about 6 months, and this project kind of got put on hold for a little bit because of a certain situation.
Yeah, we still have title issues. The person we bought it from on eBay is a very nice individual, but promised us a title. But the problem is he has a title for an Airstream. Well,
with the same like VIN number and stuff.
Same VIN number, same everything. Well, we both know it's not an Airstream. So
right.
Right now I'm going to have to jump through whatever hoops I have to get the correct title for it, which I did find out it can be done. It's just a lengthy process and a costly process. So
right.
It was titled in Iowa as an Airstream.
As an Airstream.
As an Airstream. And the guy that I bought it from bought it as an Airstream.
Wow.
If I can say anything there, when people buy these old things, make sure your paperwork is correct.
Right,
because without it, it's not easy to correct it.
Yeah, and always make sure I guess your VIN numbers match too on any of these trailers.
This VIN number did match.
Yeah.
It just matched for an Airstream.